Hello, beautiful Aries. Welcome to your reading today. Now, if you found this reading, if you found this video, just know that it is meant for you. We find what we need at exactly the right time. When I first started looking for readings myself, I remember thinking, how does this work? Like, how can this be for me? It's like anything in life. If you find something, if it finds you, more the point, it's because you're aligned with it and it's meant to be for you. So the messages in here are very likely to resonate with you because it's all about perfect divine timing and synchronicity. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this clarity, inspiration from spirit, from source, this beautiful, supportive bubble that you're about to enter, and just know that it is meant for you. Okay, right, now this first message we have for you, and I want to just address before we start actually how beautiful this card deck is. I have a library of cards, multiple decks and things, but how gorgeous is this? These are Beyond Lemuria Oracle cards and the artwork is stunning. So anyway, let's get right into it. And I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I just wanted to share because I think they're beautiful. So the first message is about your heart chakra, okay? This is all about love for yourself, love for others, compassion, forgiveness, empathy, connection, acceptance, generosity, receptivity, okay? All of these types of things. Now this chakra, the heart chakra, represents love, okay? And I feel as though it is all about you connecting to yourself and relating to others. It's a reminder to practice gratitude for what you have. I feel as though you're in this situation where you're like, when's the next stage gonna come? When's the next thing gonna come? When's this thing gonna happen? Or you're working on things, which as an Aries, it's not, unusual, is it? You're a go-getter, you're a strong sign. But Spirit wants to remind you, in order to actually feel satisfied when you get there, you need to feel satisfied with where you are. And I think when when you go into those moments of feeling like you've not done enough, things aren't happening enough, it's all this thing around patience and gratitude, because when you feel grateful for where you are and what you have and how far you've come, and appreciate yourself and really be grateful and look at everything around you, it really does have a massive impact on your vibration and your alignment. It really does make you feel like, wow, I've got it all. You have to excuse me, I do have a bit of a cold, but I was so cool to do this reading. I thought, people don't care if I have a sniffle. They want to hear it. Doesn't matter how it comes out. The point is that it does, right? So I personally feel exactly that I'd rather hear it than not. And so gratitude, the feeling is such a high vibrational energy that it will then bring in more of what you want. But if you're only focused on what you want and not focused on the now and not focused on what you do have, you're actually self-sabotaging, you're actually pushing it further away. So you do need to find this balance between being where you are and being grateful for that and acknowledging that and knowing that you have all that you need, as well as looking to the future and going, yep, I'm creating that. So I'm happy where I am, everything's great, I'm super grateful, and I'm looking forward to where I'm going, and I'm building and creating this, that, and the other. If you have any questions, guys, please do pop them in the comments. If you have anything you'd like to add, I'll say. I'm very much interactive with anybody that comments on my videos. Ecstatic bliss, look, you just can't make it up, can you? That's where you're headed, ecstatic bliss, but you just have a few things to work on, as we all do. Now your next card is about the throat chakra. What I'm doing now, for example, sharing this video, even though I'm feeling a bit is activating. Oh, hang on a minute. Did I say throat chakra? How strange. Wow, okay. This is not the throat chakra, it's the third eye chakra, but I need to tell you about the throat chakra. That's why I said it. That's crazy, hey? It's like we see what we want to see. I'm going to talk about the throat chakra first, then this card, the third eye. Now, the throat chakra is important to you right now, okay? There's a feeling for you, Aries, around feeling like you're not being heard. And this stems from childhood, actually. It stems from childhood where you're told, be quiet, shut up, you know, sit down, shut up, children should be seen and not heard, and all of these sorts of rubbish. And it is rubbish, it's such BS. But we carry that through, right? So we have to do work. We have work to do as adults to reprogram ourselves and to rewire that BS, because it's not true. Right now, it's about you being heard. And even if it feels like you're speaking into a void, let's say, for example, you're a light worker like me and you're making videos on YouTube, or you're sharing offers, you're sharing your business, you're sharing your work, you're sharing your love, you're sharing yourself on social media like I do. This is an example, by the way. Obviously, not everybody that watches this will, but take what resonates and apply it to your life as it fits. But it's basically about you feeling not seen at the moment and not heard with this throat chakra. Now this message has been channeled through me. This isn't a card, you know, this is a message that's come through that is meant to come through now. Spirit really wants you and needs you to know right now that even if you feel like you're speaking into a void, know that the right people are hearing you and seeing you. Even if you don't receive the likes and the comments and the affirmations of this, know that they are. There are many people that receive messages, right? That watch videos, that receive, but they don't comment, they don't say anything, okay? And that does not mean they weren't appreciative, they didn't enjoy it, Some people are just less active like that. They're less inclined to do that. Quite often it's to do with confidence, it's to do with being shy, it's to do with feeling a bit of fear, and they don't want to, you know, but they do enjoy and they love the reading, or they love the information you've shared. As a coach and a reader now, I've had multiple experiences of this myself, where somebody's been watching my content for years and I don't even know about it, and then suddenly they're reaching out for a reading or for a session or to work with me or to join my program, etc., whatever the reason. So Spirit's message for you is, even if you feel as though you are not being heard, you are being heard. And the more you practice using your throat chakra, the more you're healing that chakra. It's for you. Think about it as you're doing this for you and it's having a positive impact on others. That's the light worker's way, okay? You're doing it because you know you're here to serve. You know you're here to help people to heal, to grow, to ascend, to evolve, etc., etc. Excuse me. But yeah, but you ultimately are doing it for yourself, for your soul growth and evolution. So do it anyway, regardless of whether you feel like you're being heard or not. Because you are hearing yourself, for one. You are affirming to yourself, I have this information, I'm sharing it, I'm doing what I'm here to do. And also, Spirit hears you. Your angels hear you. Your ascended masters hear you. Your ancestors hear you. Okay, so you are heard, and I want you to know that and feel that deeply, Aries, that you are heard. I'm talking of being heard. I'm going to bring this closer to me and zoom in here. Lord, let's do that. There we go. That's a bit better, isn't it? Okay, let's go there. Let's go there. There we go. Okay, so the next message, Aries, will be about your third eye chakra. Now, this is the seat of wisdom and consciousness, intuition, imagination, seeing inner and outer worlds, limitlessness, and understanding. Wow. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, what messages do we have here for Aries regarding this third eye chakra, please? The penile perspective. This is a reminder, Aries, to connect with your third eye and to transcend what you understand with your mind. Discover a deeper inner knowing through the interconnected web of all that is and all that has been. You can tune into the wisdom whenever you choose, whenever you wish to do so. This isn't like a specific time. This is whenever you choose to connect, you can connect. The wisdom is ancient yet pioneering. It is the creator of the free will we choose to weave from moment to moment. Be the observant witness. Allow the transcendence of duality without judgment. Be mindful, listen, and allow your unfurling intuition to unravel the paradoxes of reality. Beautiful. This is all about enhancing your imagination, okay? This is about intuition, imagination, seeing beyond the illusion. Your third eye is seeing the unseen. And I believe that, I know that the majority of people that tune into this video, whether they see it today, when it's released, or in 10, 20 years' time, right? The majority are light workers, whether you know it or not. You're here for a higher purpose, okay? And maybe you just don't know that yet. And maybe that's why you're interested in card readings. This is what you've got to realize when you're interested in readings of any kind, not just cards. When you find yourself finding things interesting and intriguing that you never used to, that is a sign to follow the breadcrumbs and see what unravels for you. All right? Okay. There's more to this. Are you, right, attracted to the colour blue at the moment? Are you picking up quite a lot of blue? I picked up a load of blue clothes yesterday, and now I'm seeing this blue card. So it is for me. I'm actually wearing blue today. And I've got my blue ring on. So it's a lot of blue. And there, look, 2 blue. So yeah, are you feeling connected to the colour? Are you feeling drawn to the colour blue at the moment? Let me know in the comments. Now also, I want you to affirm, Aries. And affirmation is so powerful. I've literally manifested a lottery win recently. It was only small, but it still counts, and it was an angel number. And money that I found that came to me, okay? Literal money in cash. And I know full well part of this manifestation process that I'm learning, right, is strongly connected to the affirmations that I listen to and tell myself. I journal a lot and I write down very positive things. I am this, I am that, this is happening, that is happening. I have a very strong visualization process and technique that I use. I can easily tap into that. Also, I listen to I am, or not I am, you are. If you listen to it as it's being said to you, like you are this, you are that, you are the other, you can receive it better than listening to someone else's voice say I am. The only time you should listen to I am is if you've said it, okay? That is something that I really want to put out there. It makes sense, doesn't it? If you hear someone's voice and they say I am this, I am that, you think they're talking about them, and it kind of doesn't go in. And when you hear it and it's like you are this, you are that, then you can receive it. So that's what I have been doing. You are abundant, you are this, you are that, you are, you know. And I want you to share in the comments, Aries. I've just seen, as I looked at the clock as well, I said 1333. I want you to share in the comments, okay, and say, I am abundant. I am abundant. I am abundant. Okay? And claim that, because you are. You're working on something right now, and this manifestation is only going to get stronger the more you affirm the truth of who you are. You are abundant. Okay. Next card we have is this, the full spectrum, baby. Look at this one. Creating heaven on earth by honoring the perfection of nature's cycles. Going beyond the judgment of good and bad, the merging of duality, raw nature, earth, wisdom, connecting to ancestors, shadows as the fertile soil for exponential growth. The way forward is in the whisperings of the land, honoring the full spectrum of life. What does heaven on earth look like to you? Do you imagine lush green nature, ancient forests, pristine beaches, that's mine, crystalline water systems, and all the planet's residents in full health, living in harmony with each other. And yet nature, in its purest, rawest form, is a balance of life and death, growth and decomposition, the eaters and the eaten. In one way or another, this is the natural flux of life. We already live in Eden, but our efforts to own and segregate bring us further away from this paradigm. Power trips, the need for imagined security, fear or avoidance of the shadow, keep us out of our freedom. The need to preserve and hold on tightly only stunts our growth and leaves us drowning in a sea of plastic. The real dis-ease on earth, the barrier to Eden, is in our minds. Life happens, but it is our perception of good and bad and our black and white judgments that prevent us from seeing the grand truth. When duality becomes one, we will find Shambhala before us. Perhaps we can find inspiration from nature and the animal kingdom. Does the tiny frog spend its days anxious over its vulnerable future? What happens when we realize fertile compost greets us all when we allow ourselves to transmute our pain? When we honor all that came before, our roots are nourished and we grow with more vitality, vibrancy, and life force than ever. We can anchor more light for the collective and in turn seed new growth. What happens when we realize the keys to our future are in the wisdom of the earth and the dreamings of the indigenous? That the answers are in the geometry of the macro and micro. The nurturing embrace of oneness in Mama Nature's arms. What happens when we find peace within the full spectrum of life? Even the notion of separation, this dis-ease, can be symbolized as no more than a blackened leaf on a healthy tree. The ebb and flow of our evolution and devolution is a temporary blip in the universe. The message is to be what we can to ground heaven on earth, but not out of fear. We often try to avoid or run from negative situations, but when fear steers our decisions and actions, far more devastation can result. When we choose to let our hearts lead the way from stories and outdated patterns, our challenges become the fertile compost that feeds our ascending tendrils as they reach to the heavens and ground its light back on earth. The divinatory meaning for this card, guys, is this. So step out of the black and white mentality of judgment. Go beyond the concepts of good and bad. This card invites you to honor the full spectrum of life and find a new way of perceiving your situation. When we judge something, we create a story around it. These stories often create limitations. Subconsciously, we gather so many of these stories over a lifetime to heal our dis-ease and crystallize the new way. We need to create a space of no story where miraculous healing can happen. This space empowers us to be all we are and allows us to know our truth. Embrace the full spectrum of creation in all her colors and the raw, muddy, earthbound shadow parts of a situation to determine whether they are actually bad or if the stories you have held onto are limiting your perspective. That was a long read, but I feel like it was needed. I feel like I could do with certainly listening back to that. I don't know about you, but I feel like that's something that needs a few listens. But I took some key nuggets from that. And I feel as though it is around this whole what we tell ourselves to be the truth of it. This sometimes we can be our own worst enemy by perceiving a situation to be something it isn't, perceiving something to mean something it doesn't, and you know, it's better to just be non-judgmental, isn't it? and to not judge something, and to stop with the stories that we tell ourselves when we don't actually have evidence that it's even true. I think that's something that I personally could do with working on. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, did that resonate with you as well? Please let me know. We have so much growth and learning to do. We chose this mission. You need to remember that, guys. We chose to come here. We chose this. This is not our first rodeo. We've been here. Personally, I've had numerous readings. My past lives indicate around 14 to 15,000 is the general idea that the message I've been given. So if I've lived 1400, 14,000, not 1400, 14,000 lifetimes, 15,000. I have been born into this body to learn more. So just to put that into perspective, your soul is your soul is the being that learns. Your soul is the being that grows. Okay. Your body actually deteriorates. It's your soul that grows. So if I've been here and you've been here, there's many people here, 100%. Many of you have lived numerous past lifetimes. I'd recommend getting a reading on that, by the way. And you're here learning more, right? So be easy on yourself. There's a lot to learn, thousands of lifetimes worth of stuff. And ultimately, we're all ascending and growing. And it ain't no quick fix. So just know that you're not meant to know everything. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here because there would be no point, right? The experience would be pointless. Okay. Now, your next message is about healing. There is still healing to be done. Of course there is. But in the meantime, we're still going to enjoy life, right? We're still going to be having fun. We're still going to be creating and loving and being and seeing and knowing and feeling. Healing's just part of it. But the message around this is to rebalance, okay? To be aware of your energy, heal yourself and others, exploring healing modalities, right? You've got Reiki, chakras, your vibration, your soul sovereignty, auras, meridian system, aligning to the highest good, optimal health, lots of different things, okay? This is a reminder of your natural ability to heal, all right? You don't necessarily have to do things out of the ordinary or seek help outside of yourself, okay? Because this message here is about the Lemurians and how they were well versed in the practice of healing arts. They were naturally intuitive and accustomed to navigating energetic-based realities. We all have natural healing abilities that are advanced when we deepen our energetic awareness. When we perceive the world beyond our more well-known senses, we start to receive information and wisdom that is different from that which stems from the intellect. That's right. You may already practice a form of natural healing, but find you sometimes feel quite drained. If this is the case, ensure the energy you are overflowing comes from an infinite stream of abundant universal energy, rather than using your own resources. You may want to imagine the brightest, most love-imbued luminescent light flowing down from the heavens, or the center of the universe. And alongside any healing intentions, include the statement, for the greatest good. When I do my readings, I say for the highest good of all, right? What does this person need to know for their highest good and all involved? Many healing modalities work with high vibrational energies. It can be wonderful to explore these in conjunction with your current practices. If you haven't done healing work before but feel called to do so now, follow the instinct. Just like you finding this video, okay? You clicked because you followed your instinct. Being able to offer healing to loved ones or yourself is a gift. Exploring the art of energetic healing will significantly increase your psychic sensitivity. So it's about doing the work, okay? But enjoying the process, right? Enjoy the process. Your next card, Starseer. I love this card. Look how gorgeous this is. I really like this. And she's got her third eye open. which we've already mentioned earlier in the reading. So this is listen to your intuition, trust the holistic journey, dreams finding their way into being, the bigger picture, a more aligned outcome than expected, and clarity of the greater path. Have you ever headed towards a specific destination, but instead of it being where you ended up, the journey was a catalyst for getting you where you were meant to go? Oh my gosh, story of my life. Comment below if that's you, by the way. It's definitely me. Have you ever felt the universe was conspiring against you and nothing seemed to be working out as planned? But then everything came together in a way that was so perfect. This card is about the journey not going as planned, but the outcome being better than you ever thought possible. Life's winds may make it seem as though you are off path, okay? Like winding roads, going here, there, and everywhere. Despite how right your decisions may feel, trust and know that your higher self has a bigger plan. This card depicts intuition as a goddess. She is lifting you out of the clouds of confusion and mind noise and showing you the clear way forward. She is your higher self and can see your great potential. If you are male and you want to say he, do that, all right? Trust your instincts and have faith in your dream. You are already on your way. So this is really about installing faith that it's all working out, no matter whether you feel like you're off course or not. You're not. Keep believing in yourself. Trust in your dreams enough to let the serendipities unfold. Let go enough to allow space for unexpected opportunities. Even when the route is not as direct as you imagined, listen to your intuition and know that you have got this. If you knew that everything was working out for you always, how different would you feel? How different would you view life? How different would you show up? How different would you act? You know, I think far too many people tend to plan, right? They're like, oh, I want to do this and that and that and this and this and this. And they've kind of got the whole life mapped out. But when you, and then that never goes to plan. And then people like lose it a bit and feel like, you know, depleted and worried and anxious. But if you knew that in the moment, right now, that everything is working out for you perfectly, just as it's supposed to, and you actually believed and felt that, you wouldn't feel the need to plan everything, would you? You'd be like, well, it's all working out anyway. You'd follow your intuition in the moment. You'd follow your heart in the moment. You'd follow that intuitive knowing in the moment, and you'd go with that. I'm not saying never plan anything. I'm just saying it's the balance of the two. And certainly, we need to trust and believe in ourselves more. You need to trust and believe in yourself enough to know that whatever happens, you will deal with it. Whatever happens, just like you've always dealt with it in the past, you will deal with it. So relax in this moment, knowing that all the effort and energy you've put in is going to pay off. Knowing that even if you had an idea of what something's going to be and what something's going to look like, if it's not looking like that, don't worry, because something else is coming. This is part of the journey to getting there. Okay, so you just need to trust and have faith. And in this picture here, we see a person climbing a ladder towards a star. And they're going to get there. It's inevitable, one step at a time, okay? Your final card from this beautiful deck is, and it's angel number 55, unique gifts. You have unique gifts, right? Superpowers, a sense of purpose, the meaning behind your quirks, exploring your interest, shortcomings as unique undiscovered skills. You are gifted. You are talented. We all have gifts, okay? We all have gifts, and it's whether or not we choose to believe that they have value and believe that we should share them and believe that we should explore them and following that intuition when it says to you, oh, look, this card reading thing looks interesting, or maybe I should buy a deck of cards. You know, that is it. That's the thing. Or, oh, this video looks interesting. Perhaps I should listen to it. Could be anything, right? Anything, but it's connected to your gifts. You will find the more awakened and aligned you become, you'll find more synchronicities and signs from the universe because you'll recognize them. Just like with this here, I saw the 55, that represents change. I feel like a lot of people that are seeing this video, the message for a lot of you is to discover what those gifts are, because they are there, but you might not be aware of them. So follow the signs, trust that there is something there. And the way to do this is to, when you get a sign, when you feel interested in something, when you feel inspired by something, when you feel the pull, don't ignore it. Don't just think, oh, that's nothing. It's something, okay? Follow that. And then for a small amount of you guys, this is people that know they're gifted. They know they've got all these gifts going on. And you're maybe afraid to use them for fear of judgment of others. Now, I shared this on my social media the other day, a video regarding this. What others, and actually I shared it as a short, but what others think of us has nothing to do with us. It says nothing about us and everything about them. People won't perceive you the way you are. People perceive you the way they are. They perceive you the way that they see the world, the way that they view things. They've got their own filter, their own lens, okay? And their lens is made up from their own life experiences, everything they've been through, everything they've seen and felt and believed and everything else. So never ever judge yourself or allow yourself to be judged by others based on what they see, because what they see is like an illusion, really. It's not the real you. And everyone's going to have an opinion. They always do, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, right? Not that there is good or bad, but you know what I'm saying, whether it's positive, negative. The point is that you are needed. Your gifts are needed. And these people that feel threatened by you or jealous of you, or they might see all your posts, never comment, they might, you know, ignore stuff, ignore you, they might send jealous energy towards you, things like this, right? Or judgmental. It's basically because they are not healed in that area. They are still suffering, and hurt people. Remember that. Doesn't mean what you're doing is wrong. It just means that where they are isn't aligning with where you are. And it's just another sign to keep going forward. Resilience is key. Personally, this is something I've experienced, and I still experience to this day. I can trigger people because they are unhealed. So I might be sharing something and they might really strongly disagree with it and be like, no, that's wrong. No, why are you? And they'll literally rant all over a post. Okay. But that's because they're triggered, and it's actually got nothing to do with me. I'm just sharing my post because that's my truth. So, you know, that's just an example, but I want you to know that you're not alone in that journey if that is something you are experiencing. And you do have these gifts. You are a light worker. You do need to do this for your soul growth and evolution, for your own ascension, right? You chose to come here to learn and to grow. So nothing and no one can get in your way. No relationship, no scenario, no circumstance, nothing. You're not here to make the most money in the world. That's not your goal. You're not here to accumulate the biggest house. That's not your goal. You're not here to work the most hours and be given an award to say you worked really hard, well done. That's not the goal. You're here for your own soul growth and evolution. You signed a contract before you came into this body to say, yep, I'm ready to take that on. And you're in the process of remembering what that is, remembering who you are, expressing yourself as you are, and continuing to evolve, learn, and discover more of yourself, as well as lighting up this planet, right? You are a light worker. Just being you and radiating and putting yourself in certain situations, in a room of people, without even speaking, the energy you emit raises the vibration of that room, and so on and so forth. It's like a domino effect. Just you being you is enough. However, right, when it comes to your mission and your soul growth and evolution, you need to do what you decided to do. And that is literally a joy-based, heart-based, passion-based existence of sharing more of who you are. That's all it is. Your gifts is just part of you. So you're sharing more of yourself. Okay? You're not here to be a slave and to serve and no. You're being you, doing you, sharing more of you, and helping people in the process. That is your mission. Joy, love, expression, being, knowing that you are enough and you have more than enough to share, right? But ultimately, you need to fill up your own cup first and realize and believe in who you are and believe how powerful and magical you are. And then start sharing from that place of knowing, right? And then all these people and things and situations that could have potentially knocked you off your perch in the past, now you just, it's like a fly just landed on you, right? You just blow it off, okay? You are a goddess. You are a god. You are a king. You are a queen. You are powerful. You are abundant. And I want you to write that in the comments and say, I am powerful, I am abundant, and I can do anything, right? Okay, and as I stop speaking there, I notice the time 3535. So I'm going to be Googling that number when I get off this reading here. But I hope you enjoyed the reading today. Please do comment, share, like, subscribe, all the things, because I appreciate that support in return for the energy that I've given today, to help me to be seen by more people that would benefit from me, from my energy. It's funny that the number 55 is the last card, because I believe I'm on around 5,500 subscribers or something now. So it's like tied, mirror, mirror. All right, guys, take care, keep shining, and I will see you in the next video.